Dear radio listeners, we are once again glad to welcome you to the broadcast of the Interdimensional Public Broadcast Network. If you can hear us, that is excellent news. It means your reality is still operational.
Today, our station is once again operating in multi-wave reception mode. Some signals have claimed their place on the air all by themselves. Others, we honestly wish we had never found.
In this broadcast, you will hear messages that were never meant for you, music classified as internal documentation, and news from places where time has stopped doing its job.
A reminder to our listeners, IPBN does not choose the waves. We merely pretend to be in control of the broadcast.
System notice. On the 7th frequency, a memory has been detected that refuses to conclude. The signal itself is functioning correctly.
Listeners are kindly asked not to interfere with temporal loops after midnight. Thank you for your understanding.
Our first wave is extremely calm. So calm that some listeners may mistake it for a technical pause. In this parallel dimension, mantras intertwine with digital noise and synths. Monks wear VR headsets. Mountain monasteries glow with neon light, and bells sound like electronic ambient.
This is Tibetan Cyberpunk, a world where meditation has long been integrated into the interface, and spirituality has its own API.
The signal is stable to the extent that your attention is stable. The music you are hearing is not meant for listening. It is meant for calibration. Electronic prayer wheels are operating today in low latency mode. Delays between thought and acceptance have been minimized. The full signal of this wave will be stabilized later.
It never ceases to amaze me how absolutely anything they say sounds like sacred wisdom.
Honestly, I'm still not sure whether that was a mantra or a system update notification. Tired of spiritual bugs? Upgrade your Karma firmware to version 3.1, now with backward compatibility for past lives.
And now we move to a radio wave from Gastropoda Prime, a planet where evolution took a sudden turn toward intelligent, extremely calm, yet remarkably strategic snails. At first, no one noticed them. Then, they took over Parliament. Slowly.
This is Radio SlugRise, broadcasting live from a slippery barricade.
Slimy citizens and fellow gastropods, this is Commander Softspot, strategist of the 1st Slime Legion. Today, our forces advanced a full 3 centimeters. That is twice as much as yesterday.
We estimate the revolution will reach your home in approximately 3 to 5 years.
Excellent news. Full revolutionary slime anthems will follow separately. We are not in a hurry, but we are crawling toward you inevitably.
Stability, consistency, an ideology that cannot be accelerated.
I have to admit, I like how even their breaking news sounds soothing.
We remind listeners that opinions expressed on the transmitted radio waves may or may not reflect the views of the editorial board.
The station bears no responsibility for slow-moving ideologies.
And now to interdimensional news. Scientists from Universe R17 have proven that the cat in Schrödinger's box simply did not want to come out. The box has filed a complaint regarding working conditions.
The Intergalactic Employment Agency reports a shortage of villains with clear motivations. Most applicants say they just want to see what happens.
On planet 0404, the meaning of life has once again not been found. The search will resume after the reality reboot. Our third wave is for those who don't mind hearing the same thing again
And again and again.
Welcome to the laboratory, where time is stuck between a second and eternity. Dr. Kronos' time machine attempts to start, but its gears never complete their rotation. Bats circle above the metal mechanisms, dancing a waltz with the clock hands. And we have seen this before. The melody repeats, yet nothing changes. The waltz of time continues endlessly.
This is not just music. It is a memory of every cycle we have already lived through and will live through again. Sometimes it feels as if even time itself is listening, holding its breath.
The laboratory is operating under normal laboratory is operating under normal conditions. The laboratory is operating under normal conditions. Everything that was meant to happen has already happened many times.
Wait, wasn't that the third time you said that?
Then everything is functioning correctly.
You know, I'm starting to suspect we've already commented on this.
Absolutely, and we will comment again once the loop closes.
Attention listeners, current traffic update. Movement between memories is slowed.
Trains running between it could have been and it didn't work out are operating on the standard winter schedule.
We conclude today's broadcast with a wave that is always in motion. This train travels through space not for a destination, but for its sound.
The reason is simple. Every evening, a brilliant pianist performs in the club car, and this entire route exists solely for his music.
The train passes through the maestro's memories, which unfold into landscapes. Each composition reveals a place from his life beyond the window. Childhood, first love, first loss. The music follows a chronological order. No stops are scheduled. The pianist begins with his earliest works. And look outside. We are passing a small settlement at the edge of an asteroid belt. This is where he grew up, where he first touched the keys. The buildings look as if they remember him better than he remembers himself. Now an elegy. Outside, an abandoned station with an old cherry tree where he once waited far too long. This is where he was told, "I'm sorry." The train slows down. No one disembarks. Tickets for this route are sold out for years ahead. Some say people have been waiting in line longer than the average lifespan of a star. Yet no one complains. They are not traveling somewhere. They are traveling to listen.
This route was not designed by engineers. It was composed note by note. and every stop appears exactly when the music is ready to remember it.
This journey exists only as long as the music plays, and we're glad we caught it, even if only for a few minutes.
You've been listening to the Interdimensional Public Broadcast Network. Thank you for staying with us. And until next time.
Some waves may yet return to our broadcast.
And some will politely pretend never existed.